Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's the Basketball Champions League playoff quarterfinals, and we are in Bandirma, Turkey. It's the game between Banvit and AS Monaco. And what a game we expect this to be. It's the first leg of the two-legged tie. Of course, next week we will be in the Principality, but right now it's all about Turkey. And if you look at the road to the Final Four, both of these teams are there in that upper quadrant on the left. And you can see that Banvit overcame Nanterre in the round of 16, and Monaco won against Jelona Gora. The quarterfinals actually got underway yesterday, and UCAM Murcia, perhaps surprise winners here in Turkey, winning at Pioner Karşıyaka by 14 points. And also Mini Beirut won an all-German clash at MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. So we are alive and kicking. We're off and running. The thrills and spills and chills, everything is happening in the Basketball Champions League. And all of these fans, this is a passionate fan base here at Banvit. You can see that some pensive looks, wondering how their team is going to fare against a very good AS Monaco team that has lost just once all season. That confirms it. The opening leg yesterday, UCAM Murcia getting the big win, and Medi Beirut getting that 5-point win over MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. So road teams were the winners. Will that follow today with SIG Strasbourg also on the road at AEK Athens? Now there were concerns, I think, that Gerald Robinson may have had an injury that could put him in doubt playing today. And there he is. He's in warm-ups, just catching the ball and shooting. So hopefully he's going to be okay. And Kraft, this is a great Monaco team. We've really enjoyed watching them get up and down the floor this year. DJ Cooper, boy, easily one of the top point guards in my book. Paul Lacombe and Kraft as well, outstanding in the perimeter. Sergi Gladier, Kikanovic, he's been outstanding. Georgie Joseph inside, terrific. Chris Evans, the high flyer. And also Ali Traore has been a welcome addition to this team, the former France international. But this Banvit team is on their day. They know they can beat anybody. And, you know, they could also lose to anybody. Zvezdan Mitrovic is the coach of Monaco. He's a great one, but so is Sasha Filipovsky, the coach of Banvit. And there's his roster. Adonis Thomas, Heijer, Seamus Heiser is an outstanding talent. Kulig, Getchim, Altentus, Vidmar, Routens, Taylor, all the way down from top to bottom. This is a Banvit team that on their day can beat anybody. And the question that you have is, are they going to be able to cope perhaps with all of this athleticism and all of this fury that this Monaco team can play with at times? Because when they get after somebody and they really put their minds to it, they are impressive. I mean, they get after them. So Banvit, a lot of this is going to be about controlling the rhythm of the game, about boxing out and not letting Monaco have a lot of those open looks out on the perimeter. They want to spread the court, but if they spread the court, that's going to let them get the penetration. So, you know, are you going to pick your poison and give up some jump shots out on the perimeter? Are you going to try to play at a fast pace? I don't think that's what Banvit need to do. I think they need to slow it down, but we'll see with what Filipovsky is going to go with. So Banvit's players being introduced here to the crowd. Remember, this is a team that finished, or a club that finished runners-up last season when Jordan Theodore was the MVP of the Basketball Champions League. What a great story they were. What a great story he was. Kulig as well was there, along with Gasper Vidmar. He was there. And Filipovsky was there calling the shot. So they've lost some players, but they've also added some quality players. Andy Routens, when he gets it going from deep, look out. And Tony Taylor is an outstanding point guard. And Kalo Yaro is a do-it-all power forward who's going to log a lot of minutes. So Filipovsky's Banvit on the left, getting ready to face Zvezdan Mitrovic's Monaco on the right. And One thing that we do know is that we're not going to have the same Final Four as last year because both of these teams are playing each other in the quarterfinals. And, of course, the defending champions, Iberostar Tenerife, have already been eliminated. They were upset, in quote marks, by UCAM Murcia in the round of 16. Also, Monterrey Venezia, they made it to the Final Four last year, but this league is so tough they didn't even get past the group phase. So it's a new look, and that is the nature of European basketball. You got some great balance in the competition, and Banvit, got to tip your hat to them. They've done well to get this far, to build on their impressive season last year, but they have got a tough row to hoe now, going up against a Monaco team that has lost just once all season, albeit to a Turkish team, Pinar Karşıyaka, on the last day of the regular season. So we are just minutes away from the opening tip of this quarterfinal. First leg between Banvit and AS Monaco Basket. And probably the smart money in this tie is on Monaco Basket. They've just been so good. Now, I know what you're wondering. You're wondering who the referees are. Well, we're going to show you. Saverio Lanzarini, Lorenzo Baldini, and Luis Castillo. So Castillo, the Spaniard, along with a couple of Italian comrades. And they will have the pleasure, I'm sure you could describe it, of doing this game. And if it's anything like the games were yesterday, certainly in Karşıyaka, boy, there were some intense looks on the faces of the players. DJ Cooper, Gladier, Kikanovic, Joseph, and Robinson are in the starting five. So that's good news for Monaco. The fact that Gerald Robinson appears to be fit and ready to rumble. And Zvezdan Mitrovic, again, led Monaco into the Final Four last year in Tenerife. And you have to say, on this season's evidence, he's done the best job in terms of wins and losses, certainly, because only one team has beaten him, Pinar Karşıyaka. For Banvit, it'll be Thomas, Vidmar, Routens, Tony Taylor, and Caloyado. So the Roca team, Monaco, getting ready to go up against Banvit here in Bandirma. So Banvit and getting the finishing touches from the bench over there. And I'm sure that Tolga Getcham will play tonight. You can see he's got something, some type of bandage on his mouth. So I don't know if he took a blow in their game at the weekend or not, but that didn't look good. And if he's not available to go today, that's unfortunate because he's an important player, Turkey international for Banvit. And something that you want to keep your eye on is the foul trouble, especially for the bigs of Banvit. Gasper Vidmar is going to get his share of touches. He's going to go hard to the basket. He's going to play defense. He's going to rebound, and he really throws his body around. And they need him on the court as much as possible. Zvezdan Mitrovic there on the bench. I like the the navy blue suits and the red ties, it's sparkling. Anyway, folks, welcome. We are underway. It's Banvit against Monaco, and it's Banvit winning the opening tip. Remember, it's the first half of the game, so to speak. 40 minutes here, and then 40 minutes at Monaco next week. And an inauspicious start for Banvit as Tony Taylor goes in for a layup, and the ball flies out of bounds. Here it is again. And he just lost control of it. So Robinson, he can fill it up from long range. Cooper as well, and he can break it down on the dribble. Right here, the great perimeter threat. Here's Kikanovic. Cooper bounce pass to Kikanovic. Will they get it off in time? They do just in time, and Robinson misses, shoots it off one leg. And Mitrovic wondering perhaps why he didn't take the three. You can see over on the Monaco bench. Thomas gets it back to Vidmar. And Caloyado catches it, and I think he was out of bounds. His foot must have been on the line. Look at his foot. Yep, good spot by the ref, as usual. Joseph up high. Great addition to this Monaco team this year. Now Robinson is able to weave his way into the lane. That didn't look good at all defensively from Banvit. And Routens was beaten. He got his hand in there. He thought he had all ball, but the referee called the foul, so Robinson will go to the line. Now Mitrovic asking for some type of explanation. Now Robinson gets the first point on the board. Second one is good as well. So Taylor now brings it forward. Routens. Bounce pass, and ball stolen by Joseph. Cooper. And it goes, and Kikanovic for the easy one. And more plays like that, we're going to see a timeout burned over there on that Banvit bench. Caloyado over to Taylor, now inside to Vidmar. DJ Cooper looks to help out, and Cooper takes it away from Vidmar. Now Gladier over to Kikanovic, and it's a quick 6-0 lead for Monaco. Right now, my prediction that Banvit would be the team to go all the way, not looking as good as I felt the other day when I was writing it. Here's Thomas, puts up a three, hits the three-pointer, and Thomas gets Banvit on the board. But you could have made a case for any of the 8 teams winning the title. Here's Gladier, that's off to the right. And you can make a case for any of the quarterfinalists going all the way. And, you know, to illustrate that point, look at Midi Beirut getting the win at Image Piriz in Lewisburg. And Murcia also doing well. Here's Thomas, and now he has a chance to tie it. Nice play by Donis Thomas. what you also have to remember is that in the Basketball Champions League, you got 2 seasons. You got the regular season, and then you got the playoffs. And the playoffs is a different beast altogether, as Besiktas know only too well after their 2 seasons in the Basketball Champions League, because they have been excellent in the regular season, but then lost, not been able to clear the first hurdle in the playoffs both times. Cooper kind of loses control of it, gets it back. That's a deep 3 from him. Oh, man, he's good, isn't he? Cooper drills it from deep. Now Roughton's beautiful bounce pass. No, he led Vidmar just a little bit too much, and also Joseph did a great job of reaching in and knocking it out of bounds. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Vidmar spins, turns, gets inside, and another foul called. This is him going to work. I tell you, Joseph is a big, strong man, but compared to Vidmar, Vidmar is a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, and you would have to think stronger. I mean, he just looks like a giant. Here's Roughton's. Roughton's hits the long jump shot. Was that a 2? It was indeed. Now Cooper gets bumped by Taylor, and Cooper already causing all sorts of problems. I mean, what a luxury for Zvezdan Mitrovic to have 2 point guards, 2 high caliber point guards in his team, like Cooper and Kraft. I mean, that is, you're talking about 2 guys that can run the show. Well, jump shot off target. Thomas hands it off to Taylor. Vidmar sets the high pick and rolls. Taylor whips it over to Caloyaro and takes his time. Now they get it back inside to Vidmar. He's going to bull his way in, shoot the jump hook. Now Robinson explodes to the basket. Now he's going to get it back from Kikanovic. Didn't catch it cleanly, so drives in. Now he gives it back to Elmaid and Kikanovic, who banks it in. Mitrovic was complaining to the referee. He thought Kikanovic got hit on the arm. Jump shot no good. That triggers a break, and Robinson misses the layup. You got to put those away. Caloyaro, it's good. Tie game. Cooper no look to Kikanovic this time. Kikanovic, the Bosnia and Herzegovina international, misses, but the ball batted out of bounds by Banvit. Good job with Joseph boxing out. Here's Caloyaro's 3. Three-point shot is the great equalizer, isn't it? Oh, beautiful play by Kraft. Excuse me, by Cooper again. And he gets it to Kikanovic. I mean, he just destroys teams. He is amazing, Cooper. He looks like he's going to have one of those 10 assist nights tonight. And nice play by Thomas to tie it up. There's Cooper again. Kind of loses it, gets it back. Good hands from Routens, reaches in. I think Routens has gotten a little bit better defensively the last couple of seasons. There's Evans now checking into the game for Gladier. So also Paul Lacombe is in the game. Cooper this time misses. Routens open and fouled by Lacombe. So 3 free throws coming for Routens. So the first one is good from Routens. Banvit have the lead. Second one is good. Not a man you want to put on the free throw line. All 3 free throws fall, and it's now a 3-point lead for Banvit. Kanovich hands it off to Joseph. Cooper back to Kakanovich. Joseph in there, had position. There's one thing that you notice about Georgie Joseph. He understands how to box out on the offensive glass. I mean, he is in there getting good position, and Kaloyato exits and gives way to Damian Kulik. Joseph also goes out, and Damian Rudish is in the game for Monaco. And Lacombe fouled a long way away from the basket by Routens. So Routens now is going to come out. Here's again. Seamus Haza in the game as well, and he is now guarding Lacombe. Watch him, number 2. He's an exciting talent. Knocks the ball away. Lacombe has it back. Gives it to Kakanovich. Oh, they're going to count it. You can't block it like that, Vidmar, after it goes off the backboard. So 3-point play opportunity now for Kakanovich. Watch this. It's going to hit the glass. You got to let it go. Could have gone in anyway, so that's great work from Lacombe. And Kakanovich doesn't take advantage. Hazer, youngster, hands it off. Taylor, and a lot of red shirts under there. The rebound for Lacombe. It's to Cooper. And Seamus Haza picks up the foul. 19 years of age. He was very good against Nanterre in the last round. And now Chris Evans with a chance to put Monaco in front. Aaron Craft, you can see he's come into the game, number 4. And Evans, the dunk king. He's turned the Basketball Champions League into his own little dunking show this season. And certainly has been on the highlight reel. He makes 1 of 2. $16 apiece. Taylor has yet to get it going. Now Thomas, and a little bit too much French pastry there, so Taylor has to put up a long three. Kraft with the rebound, gets it over to Paul Lacombe, and that was off the rim, but great hustle from Kraft, and gets it inbounds to Rudish. You can see Monaco want to speed the game up. Lacombe gets it, and Joseph misses with the jump hook. I'm not sure that was his strong hand. Onshul also in the game, number 20 for Banvit. Vidmark with the rebound. He's going to back up, and there's not going to be any stopping that for, excuse me, it's Ali Traore that missed the jump shot at the other end. Not Joseph. And he picks up the foul. So Traore snuck into the game. I didn't see him get in there, and now he picks up the personal. And Taylor was fouled as he went up by Kraft. Woo! What a ball there. You can see why Kraft was shaking his head. And Taylor puts Banvit back in front. A lot of rim and a lot of backboard. Free throw gods smiled upon him, and now he has his first point of the game. And again, it wasn't clean, but he got it up there and did enough to get that second free throw to fall. So Banvit, and there you can see what I was talking about, the bandage on across the face and the chin area, right below the lip of Tolga Getchim. Remember, these teams met in the third place game at the Final Four, and it was won by Banvit. Here's Paul Lacombe. Got to hurry to get it across. Ooh, I don't think he got it across. Judging from the shot clock. Great defensive pressure, intensity from the Monaco players coming from the bench. Probably where they have the advantage in this game. They're a little bit deeper. And Onshul drives in and draws the foul. That was a good call. You can see the push from Ali Traore. Onshul misses the first. Remember, this is the first leg, and we're going to do it again next week in Monaco. And Onshul makes one of two. Came in shooting 66.7% from the free throw line. He hit 8 of 12. Lacombe has the ball knocked away by Thomas. Gets him to Onshul. Over to an open Thomas. Too much, but the rebound by Vidmar. He takes it and goes back up for the hammer. Right at the end, Evans puts it up, and the three-pointer is good at the buzzer. Good heavens, Chris Evans strikes again. (21-21) at the end of the first quarter. Well, you see both teams shooting it pretty well inside the arc. Banvit making more trips to the line and taking advantage. They're 7 of 8. Monaco 3 of 5 at the stripe. And both teams with a couple of three-pointers. Chris Evans, well, his share of three-pointers this season, 18 of 49. So that's three-pointer number 19 for him. Here's a look back at some of the plays here in this first quarter. Interestingly, with Ike, Athens, remember they needed a late shot to get into the playoffs against Midi Beirut, and then they needed also, go back and check that factoid for you. I know they needed a buzzer beater in the last game in the round of 16 to advance to this stage. But anyway, they're up on Strasbourg in the opening leg of their tie. Yeah, Ike had they beat Midi Beirut 83-81 on the last day of the regular season. So that was 83-81. And then they had to come from behind to win to Ches Netberg. And now they've got the win in themselves at home. They're up on top of 6 Strasbourg. Here, we've got a barn burner. 21 apiece. Second quarter underway now. Rudish, long jump shot, good. Well, that's what you would expect from him. So with the possession starting with Monaco, they take advantage, and Onchel, nobody picks him up, and he takes it all the way. And now Onchel reaches in and commits the foul on Kraft. I think Filipowski has been told, he's been warned about something, and the next time he'll get a technical. I'm not sure if he was entirely happy about how quickly Kraft went down. Perhaps suggesting he was taking a flop to get the foul called. Anyway, Evans over the Rudish, a little bit further out this time, and he hits it. The Rudish factor. Well, his NBA days are behind him now, but here he is. Perhaps going to bring out his A game tonight for Monaco. Onchel. Oh. Got the shot off. Thought he may have walked. Now Kraft takes it the other way. Whips it over to Rudish. Same spot. Different result. But Kikatovic gets the rebound. Vidmar reaches around. And this time, Kikatovic not able to finish. Vidmar with that reach, flirting with the foul. Onchel into Kulik. And this time Kulik fouled by Rudish. He's saying, I took it in the chest. Why are you calling the foul on me? Watch this. Joe Robinson back into the game. Paul Lacombe takes a seat. And Vidmar also takes a rest. And this is a moment in time that you have to watch. Where you see the Getchin missing with the three-pointer. Now quickly to Evans, give and go, and Robinson finishes. Beautiful. Beautiful play by Robinson and Evans. Kulik open for three, front rims it. Caloyado slipped down but gets up. Kraft has it wide open. Chris Evans, good! Boy, the threes are falling from Monaco. And Filipowski calls a timeout. It's an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. And when you remember that they also got the Evans three at the end of the first quarter, they're on an 11-0 run. Let's go down to the bench and hear Coach Filipowski. See, Monaco have 4 threes now. And also Monaco 8 of 14 inside the arc.
Guys, let's set better screens.
11 rebounds apiece. I think, you know, what Filipowski is saying is there's no revelations there. I think, if anything, he wanted to call the timeout to just kind of slow down Monaco. I mean, they were all of a sudden like a runaway train there. And just kind of wants to hopefully disrupt their rhythm. He's going to get Seamus Heiser back in the game. Now Taylor takes it all the way. Well, they certainly need some inspiration from somebody. You know, it's not the first time that a point guard for Banvit has been able to just drive all the way to the basket. Brudish open. Now Kulik reverses directions, gets inside. Oh, he puts up a tough shot. Kikanovic couldn't have done much more defensively there. Kulik just made a tough shot, went back to his right hand and banked it in. He's also a national team star with Poland. Robinson, silky smooth, drills the jumper. Taylor again takes it all the way. This time he'll get a three-point play opportunity. And it looked like Robinson has gone down. Hopefully he'll be okay. But Evans reached in. You heard the slap. And Taylor maintained his composure and put it up and in. Watch this. Whap. And oh, they don't box out Taylor, and it turns out being a 4-point trip down the floor. And quick response team, Gerald Robinson takes it back to a 4-point edge. Thomas. Now Kulik going to work against Georgie Joseph. And Joseph now, let's see how many fouls he's got. So 2 fouls on Joseph. Traore also has a couple of fouls for Monaco. And Heiser has 2 fouls, 2 of Banvit's 3 fouls. Kylo Yado backing up Rudish turns. Great footwork. And suddenly it looks like Banvit are getting good shots. Monaco get it inside. Kulig blocked Evans. Kulig wanting, I think, it looked like he got hacked by Hazard, and it wasn't noticed by the ref. Mitrovic is right on the money with that call. Quick pass, and now Robinson scores, and Hazard picks up his third foul. And Robinson, imagine, had he not played tonight, I mean, he just makes a huge difference for Monaco. He is quality. And the 19-year-old has to exit the game and is replaced by Routens. It's a big learning curve, and you like seeing the veterans over there telling them, hey, keep your head up, kid. Robinson appears to be on his way to a big game tonight. He's already got 10 points. He and Kikanovic. Now Robinson with 11 points is leading the scoring. Kikanovic with 10. Taylor and Thomas each with 8 points for Banvit. And now Cooper reaches in and commits the foul. Sergi Gladier back in the game. And now Joseph picks up his third foul, wrapped up with Kulig. And there's no need for that from Joseph, that far away from the basket. And also that is Monaco's over the limit, so that puts Kulig on the free throw line, and Banvit now have a chance every time they get fouled to go to the line with another 4:50. Still 4:50 remaining. Oh, Joseph, maybe he's going to stay in the game. Nope. Looks like he's coming out. So that gets it back to a 3-point deficit for Banvit. But Monaco, with Robinson on the floor, just looked like a better team, as well as with Cooper. Look at the pass. Oh, what a play with Cooper and Robinson. Those guys, they're a two-man wrecking crew right now. Robinson with 13 points. Taylor misses from three-point range. Nobody under the basket. Cooper already has 4 assists. And now Robinson drives in and scores, or are they going to credit that to Kikanovic? So no, I think it's Robinson's basket. And he takes the lead back up to 7 points. Look at that pass. Look at this again. I mean, it already looks good because he's a lefty. And this is Robinson just saying, I'm just going to go to town on my own. And forces another timeout called by Filipovsky.
This is the principle of defense. I told you this guy's too quick. Step off. Hey, you must go in, out for good screens. We need good screens. In flashing 5, cat 2.
4 turnovers for Banvit, 1 for Monaco.
We have 2 small fouls. Bend them. 2 small fouls. We play. Let's go. We play.
14 assists for Monaco, and interestingly, 3 apiece for Kraft and Evans. So it's not just Cooper who's out there carving open the defense of Banvit with those slick passes. 4-minute mark here in the first half of this quarterfinal between two basketball Champions League heavyweights, Monaco and Banvit. Monaco leading it by 7. Thomas, 5 on the shot clock. Has to go off one leg, misses. Now more from Cooper and Robinson. And you have to fear for Banvit in this situation with these two guys on the floor. Cooper has it. He finds Gladier. Gladier quickly over to Rudish. And shot clock violation. Taylor goes around Cooper. Now to Kulik. He's open. And again, just red shirts under there for the rebound. Vidmar going to come back into the game. Here we're at the 3-minute mark now in the first half. Monaco have been landing some telling blows. Cooper again. Don't tell me he's not one of the best point guards in this competition. He is tough to stop. Now Taylor this time drives in, and he will go to the line for a pair of free throws. The foul called on Damian Rudish. Boy, he went behind the back that time. Kula goes out. Vidmar comes in. Rudish comes out. And Chris Evans re-enters the game. So Taylor tries to stop the bleeding here for Banvit. He gets the first one to go. But only makes 1 of 2. Once again, last time he was able to follow up his miss and score, but this time Monaco boxed out. Cooper gets inside, short this time. Vidmar with the ball. Out on the wing now to Kaloyado. Filipovsky calls the play from the sidelines. It's play number 4. Kaloyado passes up the 3. And reverses direction and scores. He wanted the foul, but looked like the Monaco player was just standing still. He ran into him. 6 points now the deficit. Watch this. He has the 3. And yeah, Kikanovic just stood his ground. So now it's Mitrovic's turn to draw up some plays. Robinson with the 15 points leads all scorers in the game. Taylor has the 9, Thomas the 8. Just feel like Banvit could go with a good strong dose of Vidmar inside, and also with Routens perhaps getting in the flow a little bit here. Robinson brings it up court. 150 remaining here in the first half. Cooper at the switch. They get it back to Kikanovic. Now Onshul hustles out. He's going to push it quickly. Gets it back to Vidmar. He's going in for the dunk, but he missed it. Brutal. Cooper for three. And now Onshul again. Almost the same scenario. Looks it back to Caloyano this time. He lays it up and in. Onshul's looked good tonight. He's definitely growing in this Basketball Champions League season for Banvit. Now he's on the ball. Tough assignment guarding Robinson. Wide open Evans. Banks in the three. The bank is open. Taylor back to Onshul for three. And great job. Vidmar boxing out, and Kikanovic grabbed Vidmar's. I think he tugged him on the shorts. It could be Mitrovic. Didn't like how Vidmar was getting his position down low on Kikanovic. Thomas comes into the game for Routens. Big free throws. Every free throw important in these ties. And Vidmar, that's where he struggles at the free throw line, but he makes the first one. Came in having made 41 of 76 free throw attempts on the season, 53.9%. And this time he only makes one of two. Robinson runs into Vidmar. Ball goes out of bounds. Oh, God. It was like Robinson ran into a wall. He was trying to say the ball went off of Vidmar, but Vidmar just shook his head and said, no, no, it didn't. All right, so 6-point lead from Monaco. Can they get a stop here? Oh, Taylor living dangerously. And Cooper's going to have to chuck one up, and not quite enough time to get the shot off in the end, but you got to really pay tribute to that Monaco defense on that last stand there. They go to halftime on top 47-41. Gladier doing a good job of stopping the progress of the drive, and then Cooper just didn't have quite enough time. 6 points is the lead here from Monaco in Bandirma at the break of this quarterfinal against Banvit. First leg. (47-41). The Roca Club on top of Banvit. Well, you see the shooting numbers. 14 of 23 inside the arc from Monaco. They've hit 5 threes now, and that has been a problem. Banvit, meanwhile, have 4 offensive rebounds, but they're being out-rebounded overall 18-16. Robinson with the 15 points, leads all scorers. Caloyano has 9 points. for Banvit. Vidmar has the 5 rebounds. Ten points for Evans and also for Kikanovic. Taylor also has 9 points, along with Kaloyado Thomas with 8 points. Certainly on that evidence, Monaco are the team to beat in this tie, but we'll see what adjustments, if any, Filipovsky is able to make here at the break. We will be right back for the second half of the quarterfinal of this first leg between Banvit and Monaco.
first half. Okay, I think this is not normal because there's too much points. Defense is not so good, you know. We and Banvit play maybe some different games usually. Now the games is maybe some open, and I think this is some small advantage in the second half. I think we need to play much more better defense than we play in the first half. But okay, our offense was not bad, and I'm like satisfied how we play offense. To score 47 points here in Manderma is not easy, I know.
Thank you, coach. Good luck for the second leg.
(47-41). It's AS Monaco basket. The Rocket Club on top of Banvit here in this quarterfinal tie. This is the first leg. The second leg will be played next week in the Principality in Monaco. And they've been impressive. Banvit need to do something different if they're going to slow down this high-octane, high-powered attack of Monaco, but also Monaco playing great defense. And you have to pay tribute. You have to tip your hat to how they came out. And they really did get after Banvit as much as they did in that first half. But this will be perhaps a leg of two halves. They always are. I mean, maybe we'll see a drastic improvement for Banvit. Remember, Pino Karchiaka fell behind by 19 points last night at home to Murcia and got it back to within 9 points, but then ended up losing by 14. This is a very good Monaco team. Make no mistake about it. and perhaps with a little bit of revenge on their minds, at least for some of those involved, like Sergei Gladier, like Coach Mitrovic, up against a Banvit team that beat them in the semifinals last year at the Final Four. Of course, there's no Gerald Robinson in that team last year, no Kraft, no Cooper, and a lot of different faces with this Banvit side as well. So we are now underway here the second half, and it's Banvit starting with possession and attacking the basket to the right on your screen. Now Thomas inside to Vidmar, and he goes up and draws the foul on Evans. So Vidmar needs to take a deep breath and go to the line. Evans would rather put Vidmar on the line for good reason than let him have the two. And that's why he missed everything except the backboard. So not a good start to the second half for Banvit. And Monaco now attacking. Robinson, who's been a real menace, misses with his first attempt. Should be one foul on that graphic there against Monaco on Chris Evans. Now Taylor over to Caloyato, gets in the lane, puts up a little hook shot, and the ball rattles out. And Monaco doing a good job of making Banvit take some tough shots. And only getting one shot. They only had those 4 offensive rebounds in the first half. Evans gets inside, and 2 seconds on the shot clock. Good job defensively by Caloyato. And they get it to Kikanovic. He misses, but Kraft with the rebound. So they reset the shot clock to 14. Lacombe. Taylor again to the corner to Caloyato. Turns, puts up a very difficult shot. Great defense from Kraft. Lacombe over to Kraft, quickly inside to Evans, but then his pass off the fingertips, it looked like, of Kikanovic. Routon's inside it goes, and Caloyato, instead of going up, passes it back out because he was sandwiched. And they have to settle for a jump shot from Thomas. And this, the defensive work of Monaco is something to admire right now. Lacombe drives in, nowhere to go, kind of forced it up. Taylor drives in, and he is fouled from behind by Lacombe. We got a lot of ball there. A little bit of frustration for Lacombe because he felt like at the other end he could have had a call go his way. Well, some free throws being missed right now by Banvit. They are not in a position where they can afford to miss those free throws. They're now 11 of 18, 11 of 19. So they're having a horror show. 57.89% at the charity stripe. That's not going to get it done. Kikanovic backs up. Vidmar goes up and scores. Good move from Kikanovic. Now the lead 8. Great defense from Robinson out on Routens. Now Vidmar. And another foul called on Kikanovic. He's thinking, well, what am I allowed to do? Well, that's his first foul. Vidmar goes right at Kikanovic and banks it in. So that's his first field goal, Vidmar. And now the good hustle and the steal. Great play from Thomas to save it in bounds. Taylor pulls up and misses. Caloyado is able to throw it off of Kraft. Things just have not been going Banvit's way, but they're only down 6. Natalie Traore comes into the game now. Routens, bounce pass to Vidmar. He goes up for the two-handed jam. The Terminator. Evans for 3, another one for him. No, this time he misses everything and goes back over to Banvit. He'd shot it well from long range, and that was good play from Vidmar to catch it, allow Lacombe to go past him, and then just to go in for the dunk. Taylor again draws the foul on Kraft. Watch this. Kraft again. Looks like he's moving his feet, but call going against him. And this time another foul called on Kraft. And this will be 2 free throws. Got a feeling if you went back and looked at all 3 fouls, I can remember 3 fouls on Kraft that have been hard. Okay, he gets him with a little bit of body before the shot. Anyway, he's going to have to come out of the game. And really the bad news for Banvit is that Cooper comes in, who perhaps is a little bit more dangerous offensively. And for some reason, Banvit, that ball not even close to going in tonight at the free throw line. Came into the game shooting 68.4% at the free throw line as a team. Evans goes out and Rudish comes in. So Monaco, you can see already over the limit. 5 fouls. And good pass from Cooper. Or was that Joe's? Excuse me, that might have been Robinson. Taylor left open. And again, Vidmar in there battling on his own. That was indeed the assist for Robinson the last time down. Now Routens reaches in and fouls Robinson. Onschel's going to come into the game for Tony Taylor. Onschel's been a bright spot tonight. Tony Taylor has struggled, not played at his customary high level tonight. A lot of that has to do with Monaco, although he did just miss a wide open three. It's Cooper. Another pass, another assist. Boy, he is just majestic with those passes, isn't he? Vidmar goes in, spins, and lays it up. What agility from the big fella. Brutus and Thomas with the board. Now Routens. Pass over to Thomas for three. And Banvit do not have their shooting shoes on right now. They are struggling. Certainly from deep, 2 of 12 from three-point range. Cooper now. And this time the pass batted away, but the ball hits out to Robinson, and he hits a three-pointer. Great defense that time, but it's one thing to bat the pass. You got to get the ball. And that allowed Robinson to get it. It was Lacombe who hit it out there, and Robinson has increased his tally to 18 points. That was the move from Vidmar. Routens tries to get it right back, and he does. Back to a 5-point game. Well, I've said it all night. I mean, he's a guy that he's got to perhaps start searching for his shot, searching for his opportunities to put him up. Now Kikanovic fouled by Kulig as he drives in. Beautiful, beautiful release and stroke. SIG Strasbourg, meanwhile, have come back to take the lead on Ike Athens in Greece. Kikanovic makes both. Onschel. Well, Onschel just showing us what he's got tonight offensively. Very nice finish. Cooper, well, if you're going to let me get that close, I'm going to shoot it. Routens to Kulig. Onschel open. Lacombe grabs the rebound. So even though Banvit shows signs of life, Monaco able to answer, and Cooper, again, causing problems. Look at the pass from Cooper. Oh, Gladiator missed the shot, but outside to Cooper, and he goes, I got this, but he misses. But man, his passing is just sublime. Routens, nobody picks him up. He goes all the way. Gladier pulls up for three, and the ball rattles out. Routens brings it up the floor, the Canada international. Oh, and his pass right into the hands of you-know-who, Cooper. DJ Cooper lays it up and in. That's a bad turnover. And that brings a timeout. This is when Routens was able to get past Lacombe and score with a layup. But then an ill-advised pass intercepted by Cooper and taken all the way to the other end. And you see Filipovsky calling for the timeout.
Guys, maybe they change something, some place or some zone. They know they have 2-3 zones. Okay, good. One up, take one. Just calm down.
Cooper with 9 points and 6 assists. 3 steals as well.
Flashy 5, get 2. These 3 sets we play.
Banvit 3 of 14 from deep. Monaco 6 of 17.
Let's go, first offense. Read one. Big.
Base, pick, and make. Doesn't matter, zone, man to man.
Let's go, 2 stops, man. 2 stops. Look up. Hey, they got 2 more fouls. Baseline.
So Monaco lead at 62-55. They were up 60-55, and Andy Routens was bringing the ball up the floor for Banvit, but he threw it into the hands, or he telegraphed a pass to Kulig, and Cooper intercepted it, took it all the way for an easy layup. Onshel now. Here's Routens. Not sure if he grazed the rim with that, but it doesn't matter. He missed it. Well, they'll get the ball back. They should get the ball back here. So Monaco with another chance to get another basket. Cooper. This time his pass hit out of bounds by Routens. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here it is again. Good hands. And this time, Seamus Heiser almost got the interception. And again, the offensive rebound by Kikanovic. And in fact, Banvit will not get the ball back. Cooper. Banvit with fouls to give. So Routens takes a seat here at the end of the third quarter. Cooper gets enough space, passes to Kikanovic, and he hits the jump shot right at the death of the third quarter. Another assist for Cooper. What a surprise. Kikanovic drains it. I mean, Cooper is really right now involved with almost everything good that happens for Monaco. They lead at 64-55 after 3. Well, the three-point shooting has been a difference, but look at the free throws. This is where Banvit, they're going to go back to home tonight for the team meal. If they lose this game, I mean, no matter what the score is, they're going to go back and say, fellas, we missed a lot of free throws tonight. We could have done ourselves a lot of favors if we'd been able to put the ball in the basket at the charity stripe And you never know, it could prove ruinous for their chances of getting to the Final Four. One of the 7 assists for DJ Cooper, finished by Robinson, who has the game-high 18 points. That was another play by Robinson. But right now, Kikanovic has 16 points. So 18 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds for Robinson. All in a day's work, he says. Seamus Hauser guarding Gladier. Gladier complaining about his elbow. So 10 minutes remaining here. Can Monaco lower the boom over the final 10 minutes? Or will Banvit get back into the game? Well, so far it doesn't look good for Banvit, with Gladier coming out and banking in the shot here at the start of the fourth quarter. That's his first 2 points of the game for the Ukraine international. And Seamus Hauser stepped out of bounds when he called it. Yep. Been a tough night tonight for the 19-year-old. And Routens comes back in immediately. And this is a very dangerous time here for Banvit. Well, they get a turnover. Now Onschel brings it across midcourt and fouled by Lacombe. Now Taylor tries to get it to Kulig. Kulig does get his hands on the ball before it goes out. Great defense from Monaco. They knew what was coming. Good play by Cooper again, forcing the turnover. Rudish, jump shot is good. Chalk up another assist for Cooper. He's got 8 to go with his 9 points. Banvit in trouble, you feel it. They are teetering. Onschel drives in and he was fouled from behind by Lacombe. They got him with the arm on the side of the head. So another chance to get some free throws here for Banvit. This is an area of the game where they have really struggled tonight. Kulik comes out. Gasper Vidmar comes back in. Onschel makes the first. Well, you remember Stelmet Zielona when they hosted Monaco, they were able to battle back from a huge 20-plus point deficit at the trail by just 2. And now Onschel follows up the miss and almost had a layup, but missed it. The ball was knocked away. That was an opportunity. Beautiful pass, and then the block from Caloyado. And Cooper reaches in and commits the foul. And I think Routen's wanting to get unsportsmanlike, saying that they're not playing the ball. Look at this. Kikanovic. Oh, saw a lot of hand on arm there. Taylor Makes the quick pass inside, and Roughton scores with a reverse layup. Looks like Kraft is going to come in for Cooper. So Kraft comes back into the game, and remember, he's got 3 fouls, has yet to score. 3 fouls, 4 rebounds, but you don't measure his worth, certainly, in the stats. I mean, he's a solid all-around player. I would suggest he hasn't gotten the rub of the green tonight on the calls. And there you have Gladier almost knocking one in from deep. Banvit trying to get it back to single digits. Now Taylor. And his pass, and Vidmar fouled. And again, Filipovsky. And Banvit appealing for an unsportsmanlike. Watch this. Oh yeah, come on, that's gotta be one. I'm sorry. I mean, that's excessive, to put it mildly. But these things even out, as we've said. I mean, there have been a couple of occasions where it looked like maybe the foul had not been committed by Monaco where they've called it, and that's what happens over the course of the game. DeMar takes a deep breath and makes the first one. Well, he needs to make these. Makes just 1 of 2. Par for the course tonight for Banvit, unfortunately, for them. 14 of 26 now from the free throw line. And not good news for them. Robinson is back in the game for Monaco, although Robinson misses. Onshul. Now Taylor puts it up and hits a jumper. Well, there you have it, folks. Banvit have kind of snuck back into the game here now, trailing by 7 points. And Mitrovic calls timeout. See the three-point shooting, the field goal percentages overall, but it's the free throw line is where has been the real killer tonight for Banvit. In fact, they're 14 of 25, not 14 of 26. That's 56%. So a tough night at the office at the free throw line for Banvit, yet they trail now by just 7 points. And we'll see if Monaco do anything different here coming out of the timeout. Right now, Banvit just want to keep this close to give themselves a chance in the second leg. That would be played next week in the Principality. Kraft hands it off wide open, and Gladier missed. Roughton's open, front and back of the rim. Oh, it falls. Talk about a soft touch. That's a good shooter that gets that one to fall. 68-64. Now the crowd gets back into it. Robinson goes to his left. He was fouled. This was, look at this. You don't see this often. The ball bounces up again. Wow. A couple bounces and then goes through the hoop. Gladiator comes out and a tough shooting night for him. Lacombe comes back into the game. Gladiator is 1 of 6 from the floor. And maybe with Lacombe, you get a little bit more defense. Anyway, the penetration, the drive, and the handoff, and the finish by Traore. Onshul. And his pass telegraphed. Kraft almost took it the other way. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Banvit have made a little bit of a run. They've kind of stemmed the bleeding, stemmed the flow, but they've got to capitalize now on these trips down the floor. Taylor takes a very tough shot. And ball did not hit the rim, so that turns it over to Monaco. And Traore drives in, follows up his shot. He was wrapped up in there by Caloyado. Look at this one again. 1, 2, 3, 3 bounces, and it went in for Routens. So that last foul was indeed on Caloyado. Here's Robinson. Evans. Now Kraft goes baseline. He hands it off to Lacombe. Gets it back outside to Evans. And this time the push on Traore, pushing off on Vidmar. Well, on second thought, well, that's a big call because it puts Banvit back on the line. But the problem is, again, they've had so many struggles at the charity stripe. Kikanovich comes back into the game. Traore goes out. And the free throw shooting woes for Banvit continue. 14 of 26 now in the game. Vermont makes 1 of 2, 15 of 27 now as a team. 55.56%. Monaco are 6 of 8. Caloyaro trying to deny Evans the ball. Onshul comes out on Kraft. Now Robinson. It's in the lane. A little bit out of control. Is able to get the ball, though, before it goes out of bounds. Shot clock winding down. Lacombe puts it up. And Onshul gets the long rebound. And Kikanovic called for the hold on Vidmar now. Three fouls on Kikanovic. And the first one is good from Vidmar. Four of 9 at the stripe now for tonight. And makes both. 5 of 10. When he makes them like that, you wonder why he can't do it all the time. Kraft out, and the danger man back in, DJ Cooper. 13 points for Vidmar. Lacombe goes behind his back. Haven't been this close in a while. 4 points, Banvit. Oh, Kikanovic. Oh, what a fake. And then he was fouled by Routens. Great move by Kikanovic. Woo, look at that. Kikanovic came into this game having made 70% of his free throws, 70.5. So he's done a good job tonight. He's at pretty much right at that. He's 3 of 4. And indeed, he makes both of them. So timeout on the floor called by Banvit. 72-66 in favor of Monaco. The other quarterfinalists, Ike Athens up 75-66 on Strasbourg. So they've come back and come back strong. They want to take a big win to that second leg.
Hey, let's give Maxi with 4 more minutes. I have 1 more timeout. Give Maxi on defense. We play. Hey, watch. Ridvan, Tony, Ridvan, you are here.
Everybody help side. After a good screen, you can always, guys, move and open the first passing line.
Everybody, snatch a rebound.
Nandi, outside pick and roll. 3 more here and 3-pointer. Hey.
Like Rito cuts, and you look at Rito for a second. Now relax.
Well, the crowd believes. They certainly know they're needed. The 6th man. Making a lot of noise tonight. Not as much as they would be if Banvit had hit more free throws, that's for sure. And the shot is good from Routens. The 3, 72-69. And Mitrovic just says, how in the world do we leave that man open? And the crowd now, it's at its loudest. Robinson on the other end. Kikanovic, great hustle. Gets a second opportunity for Monaco. Cooper drives in, and boy, that's what offensive rebounds do for you. And that's where Filipovsky will be fuming. Remember, the second leg will be played next week, so this game will not have overtime tonight. And now, Kraft knocks the ball away, triggers the break, and Evans is fouled as he goes up by Routens. What a play from Monaco. Right when Banvit are knocking on the door, they come out and make a couple of big plays. So Routens heads to the bench. He has got 5 fouls. So he is out of the game, and that is certainly a loss for the remainder of this one. You consider his ability to hit that jump shot. He's got 17 points as well. That last 3 giving him, well, he already had a team high. In fact, he had Vidmar's the next highest score with 13. So Routens, that was his second 3-pointer of the game, but now he's out of the game. Thomas gets back into the contest. Thomas, 8 points. 1 of 4 from 3-point range. So referees want to get something straight over at the scores table. Mitrovic's team's lead was cut to just 3 points, but they got the offensive rebound, which gave them another chance off that missed shot, and it was converted by Kikanovic. He scored. And then they just had the steal and the fast break. That was finished by Evans, and it also fouled Routens out of the game. In fact, it was Cooper who made that shot after the offensive rebound. Now Evans converts the 3-point play, and it's back to an 8-point lead for Monaco. Evans with 13 points. And Thomas this time takes it. Oh, what a stroke of good fortune that time for Banvit. It looked like Monaco had possession. They'd forced the turnover, but the ball somehow got knocked over to Caloiato. And it's back to a 6-point game. He's got 9 points. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Cooper passes down low, and Evans goes up. What is a game like without a dunk from Evans? Of course he had to get one. Cooper, meanwhile, 11 points, 9 assists. Four steals. Taylor for 3, good! Back to a 5-point deficit. Kraft has it. Former Ohio State Buckeye crosses midcourt, hands it off to Cooper. Now Kraft. Shot clock down to 4. Kraft has to look. And a foul called with 2 seconds on the shot clock on Thomas. So Kraft goes to the free throw line, has not scored a point tonight, has not attempted a shot tonight. Joseph comes back into the game for Kikanovic. And Onshel comes back into the game. Saw briefly Eric Chanel, number 11, he sits back down for Banvit. Also, Cooper comes out of the game. Now Kraft's on the board. A tell you, folks, you don't measure a player's worth with his stats, though. I mean, these guys play to their strengths, and Kraft's strength clearly is his defense. He is menacing out there, a nightmare to go up against. Makes both free throws, hasn't even attempted a shot from the floor. And now a timeout on the court.
Everything will pick it up. Yes. Never switch. Everything will pick it up. So we go. Play normal. One rotate. Got to get the ball. Tony, get the ball. We have ball here. Yes. One rotate.
32 points from the Monaco bench. Talk about depth. They've got it. That's a big advantage in this clash. That said, if Banvit could make their free throws, this would be a different game altogether. 10 turnovers for Banvit. That has contributed to their demise as well. And the 23 assists for Monaco, including 9 of those by Cooper. Well, Filipovsky knows there's another leg next week, but can't emphasize enough how crucial every possession is in a tie like this. And Banvit are down 7. I mean, they need to try to cut into that deficit. And Onshul, I'm not sure if he dropped the ball but he definitely didn't get it in time in the allotted amount of time, 5 seconds. Good defense. That's coming out of a timeout. I mean, that is just not good. Also, I think it's played pretty well tonight. Yeah, he kind of took a step, stumbled, and turned it over. Have to chalk that one up to a learning experience. Georgie Joseph comes into the game for Monaco. Haven't seen much of Kulik lately. He comes back into the game for Vidmar. So the referee's trying to get something straight. Kanovich leaves. Joseph comes in. And it'll be Lacombe that's going to inbound the ball. So missed opportunity for Banvit to get closer, and now Monaco looking to put in what you might describe as a first leg dagger as they try to lengthen that lead. Bounce pass Kraft to Joseph, now inside to Evans. One pass too many. Inside the final minute, Taylor. Thomas puts up a 3. Joseph with the rebound. Both teams in the bonus. Onshul doesn't want to commit any fouls here. Kraft, and his pass batted out of bounds. Good recovery by Onshul. And now Monaco called timeout. They want to get something with these 5 seconds remaining. They want to get a good look. Let's go down to the bench. You look at the shooting numbers. The real shooting numbers, the problem is the free throw shooting. That's been the killer for Banvit. 17 of 29 tonight, 58.62%. But you can see the three-point shooting. Well, just one more make for Monaco. And 5 more makes inside the arc. Rebounding totals also the advantage for Monaco. Pass inside to Kikanovic and coming right out of the timeout. That is just execution to perfection for them. And just a breakdown defensively for Banvit, who are now down by 9 points. Kulik sets the pick. Taylor. 5-second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. Thomas with the offensive rebound. And again, another timeout will be called by Monaco as they try to get a play here at the end to take that lead back up to 9 or 10. So Kraft inbounds it, and Onschel commits the foul. Oh, you just do not want to commit the foul in that situation. You want to play defense, but instead, Cooper goes to the free throw line. Cooper, this will be his first attempt. He's got 11 points and 10 assists. So he does indeed have his double-double tonight. And how crucial might that foul end up being committed by Onschel? The only good news is they've got some time now to try to get a basket. But points have been hard to come by against this Monaco defense tonight. Cooper goes out. Kikanovic goes out. Onschel's going to inbound it. They want to try to get something. Caloyaro has it knocked out of his hands. Taylor is then fouled by Kraft. Good defense from Evans to knock it away. So you can see just 2.5 seconds remaining. And perhaps fitting that he misses the free throw, because that is where they have lost the game tonight, at the free throw line. I mean, as good as well as Monaco have played defensively, if Banvit had been able to hit more shots at the stripe here, we'd have a closer first leg. But as it is, it's Monaco leading by 8. Lacombe is going to inbound the ball. Is he going to throw it all the way up the floor? Evans goes out. No, they do. They get it to Robinson. He puts it up right at the end. Oh, he couldn't have asked for a better shot. So Banvit dodged a bullet right at the death. But nevertheless, they lose the first leg, 85-77. And you have to tip your hat to them. I mean, they came out and did things, so many things well in all facets tonight. Great job by Coach Mitrovic. His team win it, 85-77 at Banvit. Well, they're going to do it all again next week. That'll be in the Principality. Monaco have given themselves the platform they believe that to build on to get into the Final Four for the second year in a row. Banvit clearly going to have to come up with something special. They're going to need a good start next week. Here are the numbers. Monaco shooting 27 of 48 inside the arc, 6 of 21 from deep, 13 of 15 at the line, in stark contrast to that 58% free throw shooting for Banvit. And Monaco out rebounding. Look at the assists, 24-9. I mean, that's got to make Mitrovic happy. And you just got to tip your hat to Cooper. I feel like he's underrated. I mean, the guy comes out tonight and gets a double-double. His passing is sublime. It is, he is basically treating it like Thanksgiving dinner. He's carving open the turkey every week. At this time, he does it against Banvit. See, Kikanovic had the 20 points, 6 rebounds. Caloyado, the 2 steals. Cooper also had the 4 steals for his absolutely superb outing tonight. And Robinson did most of his damage in the first half. He could have scored there at the end. He finished with 18 points. Evans had the 15. Routens, Taylor, and Vidmar leading the scoring for Banvit. So we will look back at some of the highlights of this opening leg that was played here in Bandirma, and that was won by Monaco 85-77. And let me also say that in the other quarterfinal, Ike have won that one 78-69. So here's Kikanovic going to work for some of his game high tonight. And Monaco just had a lot of weapons. They had a lot of weapons coming off the bench as well. Vidmar effective, but Banvit just weren't clicking early. And again, their struggles from the free throw line impeded them. It felt like every time they started to get close, they'd miss 1 or 2 free throws. And you just can't do that against a good ball club like Monaco basket. There was Cooper with one of his many assists on the night. Cooper was just a constant threat. Whenever he had the ball, he was either scoring or finding somebody else. Routens did get it going for Banvit. He ended up leading them in scoring with 17 points, 2 of 4 from deep. But he fouled out of the game, and Cooper, we've already sung his praises tonight, and also Kikanovic. Those 2 guys just wreaking havoc. And Monaco basket, you know what? They've lost 1 game all season long at the end of the regular season, and that's because they are a very, very good basketball team. So they will be a tough nut to crack for Banvit when they meet again next week. Only this time playing on the French Riviera. So here they are, wrapping it up, and Evans with that late dunk. And they are in control of this tie. Here again, that was one they gave away late, Banvit. And then Thomas got that last basket, and that's where we stand, 85-77. Monaco win the opening leg. More quarterfinal action coming your way next week. Be sure to tune in to the Basketball Champions League.